Okay. All right. Welcome. I actually made it today. And look, I figured out some of the technology. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah. All right. So, had to share the little countdown. Thank you, Sandy, for putting that awesome video together. We'll see if we can sneak it in another way here. So those of you that saw me yesterday, I announced our new amazing contest that is happening, getting all set up behind the scenes. So we are doing some really cool things to introduce you to our YouTube channel, our Facebook pages, and our Instagram channel. I have Carol, who has been on my team handling all of our social media. She has been doing a kick butt job. So we want to make sure all that gets shared. And Sandy is our video editor, and she does some really, really fun things with some of the videos, so you guys don't want to miss out. So what am I doing here today? I am counting down 4 weeks to episode 100. And in so doing, I am taking our own medicine and repurposing our content. And what I've done is gone back and looked at the top 10 episodes in the last year. And I'm actually going to live break these down and share. I'm going to share what I think about these episodes right now. And so here we go. I'm going to go ahead and share you guys don't need to see that part yet. Okay, so here we go. One of our other top episodes that you can see here, let me go ahead and shrink this down a little bit. One of our top episodes is actually number 79. This one published here in January of this year, and it's already been one of the top episodes and driving the most traffic. So this one definitely got to get shared. That's really, really bad English, right? All right, but what I wanted to share is that this one actually is following some of our later strategy. So one of the things that I realized when doing our podcast is like, okay, if I'm going to be talking about this thing, I might as well have information that makes sense and actually has like SEO value. So I'm driving people back to our website. So from every episode, just to give you an overview, from every episode that we do as a podcast, we also create a video, which I will play here in just a minute, and we create a blog post. And on our blog, we also create a tip. Now, this one is the top ways or the 10 ways to reinvent your digital marketing strategy. And what's more amazing about that is, totally giving away this infographic, which is all 10 tips in one quick little Cliff's Note version. Pretty cool, right? And we also create those graphics along with quote cards to include in our blog. So you can see here, each blog post has extra links and all sorts of things like that. We also include, here's each of the tips written out here. And you know what's really, really cool about what we're doing with this, which, I wanted it to be done so badly for you guys, but it's not quite ready yet today. So what we have, if you want to comment below, see here I am trying to run this thing again, right? So comment below to be included in the contest. If you comment on this post that you're watching right now, I will personally send you this infographic right here. If I can get back to it, I'll send you this infographic as well as get you entered into our contest. And we're going to be giving away some cool, fun things like Amazon gift cards and stuff that is really valuable that you can actually use, right? So normally what I'm doing on these top 10 episodes, so if you missed yesterday I was recapping episode number 001, and there was a lot that I would have gone back and changed. But I'm glad that I started the journey and we made it. We kept going through. So now here we are working on towards episode 100, right? So with that, I wanted to share that this episode, I think because it is such a top top episode, and I want to reveal some of the things that I think really help to make it a top episode. So one, we have broken this down. We actually kind of wrapped the whole thing around our tip and created this 10 ways to reinvent your digital marketing strategy. So we go through, we've got our content marketing, AI, user experience, video marketing, voice search, warming up your cold traffic areas, making sure that you're creating JV partnerships by partnering up with other people, giving back, and evaluate your customers. Make sure that you are giving your customers what they need. Even provide some different questions and things to ask, and then optimizing all of that information back into your process so that you are continually giving this information back. This is exactly what we are doing here with our strategy. So I want to show you guys behind the scenes. The reason I think that this worked better than previous episodes is because instead of just starting with like, oh, I think I'm going to talk about 10 ways to reinvent your digital marketing strategy. Instead, what I started with was our SEO research. With that, we actually paid our SEO expert to go and completely analyze everything behind the scenes and give us a list of topics that had enough search volume, but weren't really, really high on the ranking charts, right? And so what that does is it gives you, okay, this is a lot, so don't get overwhelmed here, but let's see if I can share this here. So what we have is when I am putting this together in our ideas section, here's our main target keywords, here's our long tail keywords, and here's a whole bunch of topics that I know that we can talk about. So when I'm ready to go produce an actual podcast episode, I come in here and I look through this list and I say, okay, where do I want to target? What are my customers looking for? What kind of main target keyword are people looking for? What has been hot recently? Where can I deep dive, right? So I come in here and look at this stuff. And then what I do is I come through into the prep section. This one's already done because obviously we already published it. But if I show you here, we are on 79. Here we go. So what I do is I come into here and, oh, not this one. I'm in the wrong one. Okay, hold on one sec here. Bear with me. Let's see. Okay, now I'm gonna totally have, I thought I was on this one. Okay. So what I do is I come in here and do our, there we are. I come in and I talk about like I write out notes about what are the things that I know I want to talk about. And then I go and I do some research. So I go look out online and say, who else is talking about this? Who else can I reference and give links to and quote any good information that they have, anything like that. And then I put in and say, I actually come in here and develop right in here. I develop what we call our bridge story. So I actually write a personal story that helps relate and share a little bit personal about me around the same topic. And I also create the tip. So I write the tip out from here. So I think because I actually started doing the research beforehand, that this information, then what happens is I record this episode, hand it off to my team and our blog writer, and they go and produce this blog. They go and write everything with the same research that we gave. And here are the resources that we referenced and other related articles. And things like that. So then all of the graphics and our tips and everything that we've created kind of show up in here. So make sure, let me go give you this. This is the link. Although if you just go to thevirtualjen.com, you can go find that blog on our blog post. And make sure that you go, I created this here, links.thevirtualjen.com/079. That's episode 79, one of our top 10 episodes. So go download that, take a listen to it, or you can go check it out here on YouTube. And I do have this muted so that you guys don't actually have to watch it. But look, it's like double me. double on the screen. A little bit different purple hair, but you know. So make sure that you go check this out. And you guys, right here, make sure you go subscribe. And of course, I'm logged in, but make sure you go subscribe and like the video, leave a comment. Love to hear any of your comments back. And then, of course, in here are links back to the blog and back to where you can grab this amazing infographic, which you don't want to miss. This one right here. So I just wanted to show you guys behind the scenes here how we're putting this content together. So I won't go back into that. I will say that one of the other things that we have done in terms of prepping our information is each of the graphics here that we create for tips, all of these become an Instagram carousel, right? And so we're able to share that out on Instagram. But at the same time, we also have this same graphic produced in story format. So we end up sharing that on Instagram in our stories and on Facebook in our stories. And that really makes a big difference when sharing this information and getting it out. Plus, I think that this was just a really good tip, like a really good article. So what I did find in starting with research first is it really helped me to kind of create a bullet list and create that, kind of create an outline for what I was going to be talking about. But it also gave me a guideline, and in a weird way, it also gives you like validation that the stuff that I'm doing is the same stuff that other people like Neil Patel, like the same kinds of things that he's talking about, we can use. And I can say, hey, I agree with this and I disagree with this. So it's really fun to be able to share all of that. And I've got our supporters here, so I just got to share this. Yeah. Hey, Kyla. But it's really fun to be able to kind of share in like-mindedness and know that what we have happening, that we are producing is the same kind of content that's happening out there in virtual land, right? So what is the contest all about? So just to hit it one more time here, you guys, right now, I do not have the automated contest ready yet. This is the life we live. Things are not always done on time, but thank goodness for deadlines, because of having a deadline, me and my team are working furiously on this to make sure that you can get an ebook that has all of the infographics and stories and tips and everything from our top 10 episodes in one ebook. We're putting that together so that you can grab a copy of it. We're also putting together this really cool contest where you can enter, and all you have to do is just go like our post, check a couple things out, subscribe to our YouTube channel, have a chance to win Amazon gift cards and some other fun, awesome prizes that we're going to be giving away. And make sure that you go like, rate, and review, because all of this is leading towards episode 100, where we are going to be sharing our repurposed content as well as our new strategy going forward, which is much more honed in and narrowed down based on the things that we learned in 100 episodes. So make sure that you get involved. And since I don't have it ready yet, just comment right now on the post and you will be included. In the meantime, go check out thevirtualjen.com. Make sure you go read that blog because you can actually grab information right from there. So tomorrow we actually have, let me check what we have here. Tomorrow's episode that I will be reviewing is another oldie. Sort of oldie, I guess. And so what that one is going to be is, you don't want to miss that one. We will definitely have everything ready for opt-ins. That one's when we're going to be talking about creating educational social content. And we're going to be giving away our content calendar planner. And so everybody is all about making sure that you have your content. We're in the mid to end of Q3. You need to make sure that you have your Q3. Month 3 of Q1. Whew, really making that year go fast, right? So we want to make sure that you are able to grab that content calendar and have it to be able to put together for Q2 so that you are on track to be making the best use of your content. What we're trying to do here is really activate the content that we've already produced. So that's what we are on a mission to do. And I tell you what, you guys, all of this stuff that we're doing 4 weeks of promotion for this, where we're going to be showcasing our guest speakers and showcasing our top 10 and showcasing the cats, apparently. But showcasing our top 10 episodes. We're going to be giving away these ebooks that have everything all included. And all of this leading up to a big shift in the way that we're doing the content toolbox. So you can apply to be on the content toolbox. And then best yet is all of this is an effort in repurposing. So what am I going to do? Like, I am doing this as a case study on our own business live for 4 weeks. So at the end of 4 weeks, it's only right that I share how well it worked with you, right? So I'm going to be sharing where we started and where we ended up with how we were able to increase traffic and visitors and our email list and everything, all of our results flat out on the table. And I'm going to outline for you, like show you behind the scenes how we put all of this together. And you don't want to miss that. We're going to be doing that in a 2-day workshop because I'm going to be sharing how we did it, as well as walking you through how you can set up the exact same system for yourself. So that workshop is going to be right before tax day, April 13th and 14th. Information on that will be coming shortly as well, but you don't want to miss out on any of it. And you have 4 weeks to plan. So seriously, like, no excuse, right? All right. Thanks for hanging with me. I will be back tomorrow at the same time where we are going to be talking about the content calendar. All right. You guys have an amazing afternoon. We'll see you tomorrow.